Hey everybody, welcome to my podcast, Moments with Charles LaMont. On this platform, we're going to be talking to a lot of my family members, friends, and associates within and outside of the music industry. We're going to get into their lives, we're going to get into the things that made them and all that good stuff, and talk about who they are versus what they do. So, let's go.
This episode is brought to you today by Mentone and Sproul, everything fresh.
Yeah.
Come on in the
Back.
room.
We back.
Felt that one in my
Come
shop.
on in the room.
All right, we're back. Yeah, it times out after an hour.
After an hour.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Good to know, right? Yeah.
I thought more than hey guys, thank y'all for coming back, man. We timed out, of course. This was a great conversation. And because we timed out, I'm not sure if I saved that first half. Hopefully it's saved by
I
itself.
think you can go back and save it, I think.
Really?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but
Fingers crossed.
It's all cloud-based technology anyway, so
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
And even if this is just for the moment, it's all good.
It's about the moments.
I mean, moments with Charles.
Moments
with Charles LaMont.
Charles.
That's what we're talking about here.
Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
God. I'm terrible. Could my special guest please send me a request to join? Because I can't bring you in or tap your name right now for whatever reason. It was some good stuff, Steph.
It was.
We can keep going, though. I don't
Yeah.
know what he's talking about.
Let's
Next
do-
question.
You were saying you had traumatic experience, Demond?
Yeah. Traumatic experiences in church, and it was extra hard because it was a place that I had grown up in and I had always known, and I spent every weekend there and all week pretty much at one point. And like coming into myself as a human being and learning myself better, but also being taught that those things that I was finding out about myself were wrong, but then also like at the same time on the same day being told to like love and accept was really, really hard for me, because it was like, how am I supposed to not be okay with who I am and love myself and love everyone for who they are, but the person standing in the front of the room is telling me that how I love is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like it took me a really long time to like learn spirituality and like learn connection with higher being. And I think that like a lot of times we it's really easy for us to say like, oh, church trauma, like, yeah, they just can't get with it. But it's also like sometimes like you get to a place where it's like, oh, church is just not for me. Like, and I say that like I'm not really like, I'll go. I'll go, but church is still a place where I'm like, not really. But I've, like you said, Dad, like you've learned to find church in different ways and like on your own. And for me, it's like I find church when I need back from where it started. I need music. I need God. Like I go to the music. I go to that kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, I'm back. Like I can still find that sense of security that I had as a child.
Yeah. For me, it was like, even in college, it was hard for me to do church just because my expectation of it, like I had to get past the music sucking. Like if I got in there and praise and worship was like just trash, I'll be like, yeah, nah, I can't do this today, because that's why I'm here. But like for me, even before COVID hit, I was playing at this little small church in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And for me, the way I connected with like God was through me playing. So like, and it was like that to anybody else in the situation that I was in, they was like, yo, why you ain't just playing at multiple churches, this, that, and the third, like trying to make more money and stuff. I'm like, for me, it's literally not about me making money at all.
Literally.
Like, this is the one time, like, the best plan that I ever will do has always been at church, because like DaMond said, like, it starts and ends with me personally, like, through the praise and worship. You know, that's how everything came together. It'll be like praise and worship, have a song that'd be like, all right, that was a little rough, because you know, I felt that one. And then the preacher will say something, and like, especially being a musician, you know, sometimes the preacher start preaching and you start playing at the same time, and it just lead into a whole worship, and you trying to make sure you in the right key, and you crying at the same time. Like,
right.
How I'm supposed to? It's been plenty of times where I just stop and be like, yo, I'm gonna just play with one hand, because I can't even right now. Like,
Right.
And sometimes it was heartbreaking when I would go to other places, and like, I'll be playing, or I'll just be sitting observing the church and seeing how even some people in like the congregation would talk about like how other people were, or how other people loved, or like saying stuff like, oh, not in my church, like stuff like that. And like, I just felt bad for them, because that's not how we were raised. It's like, you know, everybody got a story, and you ain't God, so you ain't perfect. Even though like my name mean God, but like, I'm not him.
Here we go.
I was waiting for it.
I was waiting for it too.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but like, for real, like, when I figured out that my name meant God, no, that was like a big thing for me. Like, not even being funny, like, because usually I use it like funny, but like, for me, it tells me like, okay, your name means God, so that means God is in you, so that means you need to be like him and love everybody, regardless of the situation, regardless of how they treat you, or things that they said or did to you.
Right.
Because it's been plenty of times where people just do me any kind of way, but I just be like, well, you know, I mean, I can't really, I don't know what to do or say, but I mean, I love you anyway.
Right. And this is the thing, man. Like, if we can, like, from the church to non-believers to atheists to everybody, if we can just learn, hetero, homosexual, whatever, like, if we can just learn what community is, you know what I mean, and understand what humanity is, you know, understand like that we are all beings, like we're all chosen by God, you know what I'm saying, like that, and that's one of the lessons that I learned that helped me with your lifestyle, DaMond. You know what I'm saying? With you being a gay man, you know what I mean? You being a queer man, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, you're my son.
Right.
First of all, you're my son. You know what I'm saying? And I love you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I can't stress that enough. There's no way that I can stress that enough outside of just my actions showing. But outside of that, you're a whole man. You're a human being. You're a loving person. You have a community around you that everybody that comes in contact with you love you. People that I introduce you to, they love you right away. So, and the same thing with you, Deion. You know what I mean? Like, everybody that I introduce you to, they be like, yo, your son's he bright. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's smart. You know what I mean? Like, you learn things super quick. You've always been like that. You know what I mean? You always resourceful. Like, even when I was telling you about the podcast, and I get 2 text messages while we're FaceTiming, you sending me text messages on how to get funding. You know what I'm saying? Like you're resourceful. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are, if I can never say this again, and I'm glad I'm saying it in front of whoever's watching, and even if they weren't watching, it doesn't really matter, but hopefully this can help somebody. You guys have been the joy of my life. Like, oh, I'm about to get emotional. You guys are the joy of my life. You know what I mean? Like, y'all saved my life. I remember the times we used to go down to the Battery when you guys were kids and used to dress alike. You know what I'm saying? Like those are precious.
Whose idea was that?
Those are precious moments for me. You know what I mean? Like, I still have a photo album of y'all when y'all were kids. You know what I mean? And I tell you this, man, your grandmother, I'm 300% sure she's smiling down and very proud of the men that you guys become. You know what I mean? Like, you know, of course, I wish she could have been around to see y'all, you know, in real time, and y'all could hug her in real time.
Shoot, I need a granny hug right now.
Man,
Who you telling? Who you telling?
man, listen, bro, that
thing is different.
it's different, and man, like, touching on that a little bit, man, like, things haven't been the same, man, since she left, bro. Like, you know, but the thing is, oh, Fatherhood's Incorporated. What's up, peeps? That's a group that I'm a part of. Fatherhood's Incorporated is so dope, man, and they're helping young people, young fathers like myself, like,
Wait,
what it
wait,
is.
wait.
No, sorry. Hold on. Back
Wait.
up. Young father. I was a young father at one time. That's what I mean.
Okay.
People that started that. Okay, I'm not. Shut up, man. I'm still your daddy. Well, I've never said that before. Anyway,
No, you.
have I said that before?
Yeah, you said it to me the other day.
Oh,
Not to me.
I did say it to you. Never said it to you. And yeah. Anyway, y'all. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. That's what Fatherhood's Incorporated is. They're helping a lot of people, man. But and I just, that made me think of something when I said I'm still your father. Y'all remember that time at Nana House when your mom called me and I'm gonna be cracking on the old dude. When your mom called me and told me y'all was doing something, I can't remember what it was.
I know what it was.
Fighting.
I remember what it was. We were fighting, and like we wouldn't stop fighting. It was one of those days where it was just like, "F you, DaMond. I'm gonna get on your nerves, and I don't care."
Like, all right, bet.
And then the mom was like,
"I
got time today."
Yeah, I got time today.
And then you came over. I remember this vividly.
Okay.
You did not beat us.
No.
But I wish you did.
I wanted the beating so bad.
I don't remember.
It's crazy that y'all remember this. But go ahead.
Yes, bro.
I want to hear. I want to hear this through your.
So you come in first. You talk us to death. We like, bruh, we already know we in trouble. Like, can you just like, I don't want to sit here because you can, Dad. When you get on a tangent, it's over.
We also was used to that Rozzy KO. She got
we used to Mama just coming in beating us.
Yeah, that bop, that 1-2, and then.
But with you, it's like, I'm gonna talk y'all to death first. I'm gonna make sure y'all know what y'all did wrong. All of that, blah blah blah. But what I'm not gonna tell y'all is that y'all still about to get some of this physical punishment. Not a beating. But y'all gonna do push-ups. Y'all gonna have your arms out for extended amounts of time
with the coins on them. Deion, you remember that? We had like a stack of like.
I'm like, yo, what is
$1 in quarters, like out to the side, like this for like 30 minutes, bro.
Like, can you beat me now, please? But
I was like, I want to go to bed.
That is so serious.
That is so funny.
I don't know, from like stuff like that. Like, I tell people all the time, like, yeah, my dad wasn't there all the time, but he was a good father because no matter how much he wasn't there, the time that he was there, he taught us something every time. Yeah. So like, it was never a moment when we was with you that we didn't learn something, even if it was something goofy, or even if it was like watching the Anchorman when we wasn't supposed to. Like, we learned
That's my skyrockets in flight.
Like it was always something like, and I try to like emulate that now, like even with the things that I do. So like just for me, for somehow I always end up in a leadership position when I don't want to.
You're a
Like
leader. Just accept it. That's
I
it.
don't be wanting to.
You're not even a Leo and you're a leader.
Right.
Here we go.
It's because he has you and me.
Leo energy is in the building. Me and DaMond.
You also have to realize when you weren't there, it was me being like, Deion, go order our food. Deion, go talk to them people. Deion, he's like,
no, all the time. But like even with that, like I always try to like I hate talking, but like when I try to talk, or like if I need to talk, I try to make sure I'm saying something that's profound and something that makes sense to whoever I'm talking to, because I can't say the same thing. I can't say something to DaMond that'll make sense to somebody else. So like that's just one of those things like that you put in us, like just and from that lesson specifically, or from that moment specifically, the lesson that I learned was like, no matter how much stronger or bigger you think you are than your brother can hold his own. Like, because I was always like overprotective of DaMond, like overprotective. Let somebody say something. I'm still kind of like that, but like just from that moment, I saw my brother like trying. I'm like, okay, that's all it takes. Like, and I do that with everybody now. Like from DaMond, I learned that everybody, no matter who they are, can keep going, and like that's something that I push to the other soldiers and my friends around me. It's like it's nothing that I'm doing that you can't do.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
hey, Miriam's on there. Hey, fam.
What up, VC?
Yeah, man. It's just about like just the push, man. Like you just gotta keep at it. Like keep at it. Keep whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like the OG say, consistent beat resistance. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Like eventually you're gonna break through some way. Like my boy Jimmy King is on here. What up, Jim? Like him, like he told a story before, like he's been playing and being in different bands and playing with this person and that person, and then it seemed like it would break, and then all of a sudden he gets a call from this new artist that was going on tour with B.O.B. And he was like, who's this new artist? I don't know who this guy is. And I thought I was going on tour with B.O.B., but then I end up on this tour with this new guy that I never heard of, some guy named Bruno Mars. You know what I'm saying? Like
some guy named Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars 11, I guess almost 11 years, but that was because he kept going. That is a push, you know what I mean? You know, that was a slight shout out to my boy Jimmy King up in here. I love you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate your friendship. Forget your career, man. You're my brother for real. But yeah, man, it's just keep going, bro. Like it doesn't matter, like what's in the way, what obstacle is in the way. The answer is within you. You know what I mean? The tools you need is there for you. You know what I mean? Like I'm a strong believer in like God doesn't give you any more that you can bear. You know what I mean? If you're dealing with this joint, if you're going through this experience, it's because you're built for it. Right. If you're living through it, you're built for it. You know what I'm saying? If you're still like wanting to do it after everything seems like it's telling you to stop, you're built for it. That means you're supposed to keep going. You're supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And getting back to what you were saying earlier, Deion, about your dreams, man. Like, you're going to get back to it. You know what I mean? You're a writer. Like, I told you when you were here for a while, like, you're my favorite writer. Like, the way you think, you know what I mean? Like, DaMond, am I lying?
No.
Like, the way you think, bro, like, and I'm not talking about just songwriting is easy for you. That's just that I'm talking about like your film that you wrote,
Oh yeah.
the stories you write, the poems you write, the way you think, bro. This military life is just something that's just setting you up for what's next, man. That's it. Just trust the process, enjoy the process.
Yeah.
Be
I like
for it.
I like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like, cause y'all know I like to play in dirt. I be telling people that all the time. But it's funny because like the job that I have is like one of the more mental jobs in the military, like overall. Like I'm an analyst. Like I have to think about literally what's going to happen next and be able to comprehend all of the information. But I also have the opportunity to go play in dirt. So like,
Right.
like today, I ran 5 miles. Cause why? Because I want to keep pushing this. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to keep. Oh my god! But
Yo,
oh my god!
Yo, strong shoulders belong to the man who's willing to stand up.
Yep.
That's
oh my god, mama.
Pretty popular. You can do that now. Oh my god.
Y'all are.
I thought about question now.
One of y'all invite your mom in here.
Oh, Jesus.
Is there a way to do that?
I don't know how to do that.
She has to click on the drop down
that says request or something. I don't know.
At the top where your name is, and then she has to request to come in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all can't do a surprise for nothing, boy. Let me tell you.
I'm about to invite her right now.
While we wait for our surprise guest to come in, my parents can't do no surprise to save
kind of
their
surprise.
life.
We can't because, of course, the surprise guest is your mom.
Of course.
Yeah, we kind of figured it out that a long time
of course. When you said, "How do we invite Rosalyn in?"
I said that.
No, you just now.
Just now. Now I'm just waiting on her to push the button and join.
And that's gonna take 10 minutes.
Yeah. So while she figured that out,
we'll be waiting, Roz.
Mama, you gotta go ask Iman, man.
Right.
But
she said she was gonna have Iman help her, but I don't know.
Yeah, she'll get it. But I know my.
I just asked you, Roz.
You have to accept the request, bro.
Yeah. It's based on my smile, my joy.
Mom, there's a drop down on the
Iman is at.
Mom, there's a drop down at the top left corner where it says Moments with Charles, and then there's
is unable to join. So okay, let me send it again. Are you there with her, Stafford?
Oh, I hope so.
I hope. Please help.
Hold on, I'm gonna send another invite. Okay.
There it is.
Here we go.
Hey,
here we
go. Don't.
She's not gonna show her face.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Jesus.
Where are you? Why are we looking at a light right
This
now?
is how she FaceTimes.
This is how she FaceTimes.
Yeah.
Because I am taking my midterm for my business class in front of the computer.
Oh God.
So you know you can put the phone.
Yeah, you can't like prop the phone up so we can see you or something.
Somebody help.
Somebody please help her. Help her, Jesus. Now we're looking at the kitchen. Hey, Roz.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, guys.
So I finally thought of my question.
They're at the cabinets the whole time.
She about to get it together. She
really don't want to do this.
Just turn the phone. Oh Jesus.
Stafford. Oh my God. Oh.
Auntie, please help her.
Auntie. You put the camera on you. There you go.
There you go. Hi, Rosie girl.
Hey.
So yeah, I know you sitting there working and stuff. Thanks for joining us. I blew the surprise like out of the water. Because I
get it out.
That's just what I do. But yeah. Hey, Roz.
Hey.
You just.
Hi, Mom.
I think that's probably all we're gonna get.
Yeah, that's it.
Good
Thanks
job.
for coming on the line, calling number 9.
The whole time, and you guys are just amazing. So good job.
Oh,
Rosa's
daughter.
Thank you. So Roz,
Yes.
you want to talk a little bit?
Okay, sure.
Woo! Yes, we got a yes.
But you got to look at the camera, man.
I will.
So, Roz, I got a question for you. I don't really know how this question is going to come out, but I do have a question.
Okay.
What was it like to raise 2 boys? I don't think I ever asked you this question, but we kind of had conversations about it. But what was it like to raise 2 boys with a able-bodied young man that wasn't doing anything to help you?
Okay, that's a good question. It was hard. Of course, that's a given. We have a unique friendship, and a lot of people never understood how we ended up where we are. And it's because I knew that it wasn't just about the money in raising these 2 boys. I wanted them to be able to have a conversation like they're having now with me. So even though you weren't financially, we were 2 young kids that just didn't know the way, you were always there when I called to say, hey, this is the problem. We have to find a solution. And at the end of the day, I never took on that responsibility of being their father. You know how some women say, I'm the mother and the father. So no, I'm a woman. I'm the mother. I'm not your father, but I'll call your father because you are a part of him, just like you are a part of me. And there are things with you guys that I can't identify with. So it was hard, but you were always there when it mattered the most. So
Wow.
made it to this point, because I didn't try to fill that void for them. DaMond, Mama, where's Daddy? He's a river dancer. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
No, that was a real thing. That was a real thing.
Every time the commercial came on, Daddy river dancing, to explain to a little boy your dad is a musician. And what song does Daddy have about, well, okay, he's a drummer. Like, to explain that whole lifestyle to them, it was like, I can't, but you were there when it mattered the most. So.
Rosalyn, I don't think I've ever said this to you, but thank you. Thank you for wow. Steph said you're welcome. Thank you for not giving up on the man that you knew one day I would become. Thank you for not putting me through the system that a lot of my peers have gone through and that completely destroyed their lives.
Right.
Because one thing you always said that stuck with me ever since we were young is like, I ain't gonna make no man pay nothing for nothing. If he ain't gonna pay it, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was that whole thing.
Right.
But thank you for raising these 2 dynamic boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that you, like, when we talk, when it's just us talking, the fact that you say, whenever you say, Mont, we did it, to me, it's still like, I still feel a way. You know what I mean? I still feel like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, but no, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I and I'm not the guy that's gonna always like just push off compliments type thing and try to play the humble role. Not that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, I really have an enormous respect and enormous gratitude for who you are to these boys, and the fact that you never bashed me when you could have and when you had the right to. You know what I'm saying? You never dimmed my light as far as they were concerned. You let me do that on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it takes a woman to do. And you were young. I mean, like, bro, you said, I'm telling myself, you were 18 when you had Deion? Or
Nah, brother.
No,
Nah, brother.
Barely legal.
Was I robbing the cradle? Am I supposed to be in jail? I don't know what's going on.
Oh man, it's all, well,
years apart.
In the South Carolina state, the law
it was South Carolina. It was fine.
It was of age of consent, so everything's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were young. We were young, and what's up, Leslie? Yeah, we were young, but we made it through. I'm grateful to God that we got to the point that Iman was in our wedding, you know what I mean? And London was in your wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to be in. You know what I mean? And some of the people that I personally thought I would be friends with, and this family included, that I would still be close with, I'm not as close as I thought, and we're a family. Like, we're a blended family. We check in with each other, and we, you know, I'm just grateful to God for where we are. And again, I thank you, man.
Oh, you know, we did what we did. Appreciate you. You know.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. You know.
We did. There it is.
We did what we did. You know, at the end of the day, I even tell the boys, and even telling Deion with his journey, you know, give it time. You know, if somebody told me when I was 21, ready to chop your head off, that at this point right now, I would be like, no, you know. But as you grow and you deal with yourself, you deal with emotions, and you can separate, you know, where emotions should go, how they should relate to situations accordingly, you'll be fine. You'll be.
Absolutely.
And God is good, because listen.
God is good. God is good. And growth, man, time. And the more you grow, the more you understand, the less things that are very minute bother you and all that kind of stuff. But are there, like I asked the boys earlier, of course, but are there any questions, Roz, that you've had recently or have in the past that you've never asked me?
No, because we've always communicated, you know, and that's what people don't realize.
Yeah.
Even in my broken places, we communicated.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I think I figured out my question.
Okay.
So, like, when you were away and like you missed time, like, because there was like times in our life, like, you know, that you missed. How hard was it when you came back to like bring yourself back and try to be like as active as possible in our lives? And also, how hard was it for you to not to make up for that lost time, but like understand where we were in our development as boys to men?
You just did that just now.
And like, how hard was it for you to like make that transition? Because I know like for me, between the ages of like, it was a big change in me from the age of, I want to say like 17 to 19. Then again, from like 19 to so and so. Like I had to grow out of a phase. I think I've told you this before. It was like a phase where I was like, on my 18th birthday, I'm gonna fight my dad. like like I had to like grow out of that because it was
I'm
like
glad you didn't fight because I probably would have lost.
yeah. But like
I would have kicked your
That-
time. I would have beat the crap out of you.
Oh, dear.
but like I'm like I had to grow past that. But like how hard was it for you to like be gone and then come back, be gone and come back? Like how did that work?
That's a great question. In my mind, I don't feel that, well, it didn't translate as gone and coming back. So that wasn't something that I really had to face as far as like the thing that I had anxiety about is like when I used to come see y'all, like if I would go to Nana house or if I would, it felt like I was walking into a lion's den. You know what I mean? Because it felt like I felt like, even if it wasn't so, I felt like, and it may have been projection, I'm not sure, but I felt like I wasn't welcome when I was. You know what I mean? Like, it was a whole lot of things. But so coming back and watching y'all grow, and again, I never really felt that disconnected. Because even if I wasn't there, like your mom just said, I always knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I felt disconnected. You know what I'm saying? But I did feel the sense of, and the responsibility of reconnecting with y'all in whatever kind of way. Now, it was different with me and you versus me and DaMond. Right?
Yeah.
Because of what happened at his recital, that completely shifted everything. So with DaMond, it was always hard for me to break through that wall that he built. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with you, it always felt like, okay, I know that and one of the other things that kept reassuring it is that your mom used to always say when something happened, she was like, your son, something, something, something. So your son was you, Deion. So anytime she said your son did something, I knew she was talking about you. You know what I mean? So that kind of like kept reiterating that, or kept me feeling like, okay, Deion is my least of the worries when it comes to like breaking through. You know what I mean? Even though, like you said, and this is the first time I ever heard you say it, that you don't fight me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even though you felt like that, I've never got that energy from you. You know what I'm saying? Like if DaMond told me that he wanted to fight me, I would believe him, like immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the energy that I got when we were around each other because of the wall that was there. But it was my responsibility to break it down. So I always felt the sense of, okay, I have to be the adult in this situation and have talks. That's why I always like you said, I would go on a tangent when I talk and talk and talk. That's why anytime we got together and we sat in the car, I would just talk to y'all.
Every
you know
time.
what I mean? Always in the car.
Always in the car.
We would talk, and I was just, and it wasn't a sense of like pleading my case or none of that kind of stuff. It was just talking, like kind of reestablishing our relationship. And Deion, you were more open to it, but I knew once again that I had to like work harder with DaMond. And like even conversations we had a conversation, me and you, Deion, back when me and Rachel first got married, and you came over. Remember, you came over to hang out with us, and we was sitting in the car and we was talking about something. I think we was just talking about life, period. And you was kind of, we was just having a conversation. We had like a moment, and the thing you said to me that really shifted everything as far as how I knew I had to communicate from that moment on with DaMond is you said, Dad, the only time me and DaMond really fought is when we talked about you.
Mhm.
When you said that to me, and you said anytime you brought up, because you would push the issue of no, well, Dad is this or that, or whatever, and you told me, you was like, DaMond was like, I don't hate him, I just don't ever have to see him again. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like, he's my dad, but I'm cool. Like, you know, that kind of thing. And then y'all would get into it from having those kind of conversations. And after hearing you tell me that, I was just like, okay, I don't know, God, whatever has to happen, this is my son. You know what I mean? And I have to reestablish my relationship with him some kind of way. You know, this is namesake. You know what I mean? Like, this is my son. You know, he was just at my wedding, you know, but he still had some kind of resentment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you feel me? Like, it's like,
Yeah, that's so, yeah.
yeah, and I felt that, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, I understand it, and I understood it. But what's up, Kev? But I'm glad that we're at the point we're at. I believe that in my heart that there's still some healing that can be done. You know what I mean? Still some understanding
Always.
be had. But I'm grateful to God to where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that we can have this conversation openly. I'm grateful that we could finally have a collective. This is probably the first time the four of us ever had a conversation together at one time.
At one time, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, Robert, I didn't know you were still on there. What up, boy?
yeah.
That's Robert. King Paul.
Where at?
The King Paul.
What up, Big Rob? That's my other son right there. Yeah, man. So thank y'all for like just being y'all, man, and just being men.
And I mean, I also have to sign off in a second, but I want to say thank you to you, Dad, and of course, Mom as well.
And your big brother.
And Deion, for teaching us the value of patience and love and understanding and transparency, because I know a lot of people that could never have this kind of conversation with their parents, and that could never be as open as they would have liked to be in their childhood and would have liked to be even now. And I couldn't imagine it in any other way. And you guys have helped shape me into the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming. And, you know, it's at the end of the day, even though we've been through a whole bunch of shit,
Literally.
it's still like, I can't wait to see my dad, and I can't wait to see my mom, and I can't wait to see my brother. You know,
So you forgetting somebody.
Deion, ain't nobody forget you, bro. But yeah, I love you guys.
Love you too, man.
Love you too, DaMond.
Love you too, son. Wow. Twin.
Like always, have the best blended family ever.
Ever.
If our story can make a difference in somebody's life, then it's been worth it all. So,
Yeah.
best family ever. Hey, Mama Shell.
Oh, she on. Oh, I'm looking like she on here somewhere. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Love you, baby. I'll be in there soon.
All right, yeah.
All right, bye.
All right. We're not doing that. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. This was Moments with Charles LaMont.
Right.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. Well, everybody that came and viewed this, like Rosalyn just said, you know, hopefully this could help you in some type of way. this could help you heal in some sort of way. This can help you forgive in some sort of way, and help you love in a better way. So I appreciate you for being here, and much love, much respect, and enjoy your night. Love y'all.
Love you guys.
Turn up. Hey guys, thank you for tuning into this episode of Moments with me, Charles LaMont. I hope you were encouraged. I hope you got what you needed from this episode. I hope you realize that whatever you're going through, if it's good or bad, that you're not in this by yourself, that there are other people all over the world that are dealing with similar situations as you. So until the next episode, I encourage you to be safe, be free, but most of all, live in love. Take care. God bless.